Rebrand without the rebuild. Overhauling your store designer theme without losing momentum. Changing your niche or your look doesn't mean starting your storefront from zero. Here's the safe way to overhaul it. A rebrand is a nerve-wracking thing to run on a storefront that's actually making money. You've got a niche pivot, a new visual direction, maybe a new name entirely, and a live page with real customers, real reviews sitting in your inbox, and real search traffic pointed at your current URL. The instinct is to treat it like a demolition. Wipe the store, start a fresh theme. Rebuild everything from a blank canvas so the old version doesn't bleed through. That instinct is wrong. And it's the reason most creator rebrands either stall out half-finished or quietly tank a month of sales. A theme overhaul is a migration, not a demolition. There's a sequence that changes your look completely while keeping every dollar-producing element, your product links, your delivery emails, your customer list, your checkout, exactly where it was. What actually needs to change, and what absolutely shouldn't. Before touching the store designer, make 2 lists. List 1 is everything visual and voice related. Cover photo, avatar, color palette, fonts if your theme supports them, block layout, bio copy, and the general tone of your product titles. All of that is fair game and should change to match your new direction. List 2 is everything transactional. Your store, fan username link, your product delivery setup, your Stripe or PayPal connection, your existing discount codes, and your customer list. None of that should move. The mistake creators make is conflating the two, deleting products to start clean and rebuilding them from scratch, which quietly resets review counts, breaks any external links you've shared pointing at a specific product page, and re-triggers delivery testing you already solved months ago. A rebrand touches the wrapper. It doesn't need to touch the engine. The build order. Cover first, copy last. The order you rebuild in matters more than people expect, because each layer gives you something to react to for the next one. Start with the cover photo and avatar in the store designer. These are the biggest visual surface on your page, and the fastest way to see whether your new direction actually looks right at storefront scale versus how it looked in a mock-up. A color or image that reads great on a mood board can feel completely wrong once it's sitting behind your real product blocks. Once the cover is locked, move to your theme's color settings and block arrangement. Reorder or swap content blocks so the new visual hierarchy matches what you actually want people clicking first. Only after the visual skeleton is settled should you touch copy, headline, bio line, and product titles. Writing new copy against an old-looking page is how you end up rewriting it twice. Cover photo and avatar. Swap these first in the store designer. They set the visual tone everything else has to match. Theme colors and block order. Adjust palette and rearrange content blocks so the new hierarchy is obvious at a glance. Product titles and framing. Update naming and descriptions to match your new voice, keeping prices and delivery untouched. Bio line and headline copy. Write this last, once the visual direction is locked, so the words match the page instead of the old one. Full read through as a stranger. Open the page in a private window and read it top to bottom before telling anyone it's live. The half rebrand trap. The most common failure mode isn't a bad new look. It's a page that's 60% rebranded. A new cover photo sitting above old product titles in an old color scheme reads as broken, not as in progress. If you can't finish the whole visual layer in one sitting, keep the old theme fully live until you can, rather than shipping a mismatched in-between state. Tell your list before the page changes under them. If you have existing customers, they've built a mental picture of your storefront. The colors, the product names, maybe a specific graphic they associate with your brand. A silent overhaul risks a moment of, did I click the wrong link? Confusion, which is a bad feeling to hand someone who's about to buy from you again. A short broadcast email a day or two before you flip the new theme live solves this in about 4 sentences. What's changing, why, and a reassurance that their access to anything they already purchased isn't affected. This isn't optional politeness, it's a retention move. A customer who understands the rebrand as an upgrade stays. A customer who thinks their favorite creator's store got hacked or handed off does not. This is also the moment to lean on the parts of store.fan that exists specifically for this kind of transition. Your customer list is already sitting there from every past sale. So the broadcast tool sends the update to people who've actually bought from you, not a cold audience. If part of your rebrand includes a limited time incentive to re-engage lapsed buyers, a discount on a new product line, for instance, a fresh discount code tied to the announcement gives people a reason to click back in during the exact window they're paying attention. Keep your best performer's identity stable. Every established storefront has at least one product doing disproportionate work. The template pack that gets shared in Discord servers, the coaching call that converts best from a specific post. During a rebrand, resist the urge to rename that product to fit the new brand voice on day one. Update its visuals and framing to match the new theme. But keep the actual product name recognizable for at least a few weeks, especially if it's been referenced anywhere external. An old blog post, a YouTube description, a pinned tweet. If someone searches for the exact name they remember and it's vanished, you've turned a warm returning buyer into someone who has to figure out whether you're still in business. Rename gradually once the new brand has had time to settle, not in the same commit as the color palette. Write down what's changing, visual, voice, versus what stays, links, delivery, payments. Update cover photo and avatar in the store designer first. Adjust theme colors and reorder content blocks before touching any copy. Rewrite bio line, headline, and product descriptions last. Against the new visual layer, leave your store.fan username link untouched. It's already in every bio and old post. Confirm every product's delivery still fires correctly after any block reshuffling. Send a short broadcast to your customer list before the new theme goes fully live. Keep your top-selling product's name recognizable for a few weeks post-launch. Do a full read-through as a stranger before calling the rebrand finished. The link in your bio never has to change. That's the whole advantage of building on one URL. The brand underneath it can evolve completely without anyone needing to update where they click. This is different from a seasonal refresh. It's worth being clear-eyed about what this guide is and isn't. A seasonal refresh, swapping a cover photo for a holiday, nudging a color accent, updating a banner for a launch week, is a 15-minute task you can do on a whim without any of this sequencing. A rebrand is different in kind. It's a change to who you are as a creator or what you sell, and it touches every visual surface at once. If you're just freshening up for a season, you don't need a customer announcement or a build order. You need 5 minutes in the store designer. Save the full migration sequence for the moments that actually warrant it. A niche pivot, a name change, or a visual identity that no longer matches who you've become since you first went live. If you haven't opened a storefront yet, and you're reading this while planning your first launch rather than a pivot, the good news is you get to skip all of this sequencing entirely. Create your store and build the brand right the first time instead of migrating one later. And if you want to see what a fully considered theme looks like end to end, cover photo through block layout, a live example store is a faster reference than any written description. A rebrand done this way costs you an afternoon, not a relaunch. Your link stays live, your delivery keeps firing, your customer list stays intact, and the only thing that changes is the part visitors actually see. That's the advantage of building on a platform where the storefront and the business logic underneath it are separate layers. You get to redesign one without gambling the other. For more on getting the rest of your setup right around a change like this, the blog has guides on everything from pricing to launch sequencing. Key takeaways. Separate what customers see, theme, colors, cover photo, from what customers rely on, product links, delivery, checkout. Only the first category needs to change. Rebuild in a private staging order. Cover and avatar first, colors and blocks second, copy last. Never flip the switch until the whole page reads as one brand. Your store. Fan username link never changes during a rebrand, which is the entire point of having one link in the first place. Announce the shift to your existing list before you flip live, so returning customers aren't confused by a storefront that suddenly looks like a stranger's. Keep your best-selling product's name and price untouched, even if everything around it gets a new look. Familiarity sells more than novelty during a transition. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan.